scan. May picture, may picture. Gagawa tayo natin is scanner. Scan. Tatabi natin to. Scanner. Ating video bell. Ano ba yun? Ano yun? Ayan, scan. Scanner yun. Scanner. Uy. Lang may tumatawag guys. Okay. Hello. Ano po yung isang passport? Ahabulin na sana kita kanina eh. Di ba namatay yung computer? Nasira po yung isang passport naputol. Nakalati lang eh. Yung bata, yung uli. Ba? Opo ata. Basta yung pinakahuli. Malayo po ba kayo? Namatay kasi kanina eh. Sige po, thank you po. Bye-bye. Thank you. Kasi may tumawag. Kasi nagpa-scan siyang passport. Ano na nga sa scanner? Set up. Maybe corrupt. Control panel. Check na machine. Uy. What happened? Ba't tayo mag-scan? Ay mag-scan. Base dyan na lang. Ayaw mag-scan eh guys. Nag-corrupt at gano'n. Sira na installer na ito. Di mo basahin best. Setup information may be corrupted. Start Kyocera when at the Windows control panel and the machine correctly set up. OMG, what happened? We need to fix this guys. What should we do? Ano ba yung nangyari? Na-scan ko na dati yan. Kaso wala kang binura ko na. Tayo mag-scan ulit. Sira na eh. Naglolo ko guys. Gagawin natin dito. Mag-xerox na tayo. Wala yan. Ano po eh. So we need to change mamaya na lang. Baka kailangan alis. Ano ba yung sinabi? Re-reinstall ba ito? Okay ko lang, ano? Nilagay niyo ba ang picture niyo? Xerox, tigda dalawa. Marami pa rito, oh. Ito. Xerox din to. Ay, boss daw to eh. Ito. Ito. Marami to. Sobrang dami. Kasi, ano ko ah. I'm so sorry. Ayaw mag-scan. Ayaw mag-scan. Siguro, kailangan ano, to start yung computer. Hapon pa yun. Start natin yung computer para magkaroon ng kuryente. Para gumana siya. Ganoon. Ayan, bubuksan natin Photoshop kasi kakrap natin itong passport. Ito yung passport ni nanay. Send niya sa email. Ay, sorry. Yan. Kakrap natin yan. Yan. Send ko na sana to eh. Ginawa lang. Naputol kasi yung isang picture guys. Nagloko pa yung standard na ano isa. May ako sa Xerox. Xerox, pa more. Ito na yung passport oh. Kumain na ba tayo? Kumakain na ba kayo guys? 12:39 na eh. Ay, 34 president. Kasalanan, hindi ko alam yan. Tapos na tayo sa first batch. Ayan na. Ngayon, lalagay natin dito sa envelope para hindi magkakahiwa-hiwalay. Eh, kung may wala na isa rito, mapagalitan na.
Ay, 300 ay natin. 7 ka.
300. Sigurado ka, Bes? Ano yan ba? Ite? Open? Ay, sa ate pala. Opo. Mag-iba yung ba't? Ayun nga. Nagpapa-open lang kasi wala lagi nagko-computer dito yun eh. Ero-ero.
Magkano ba sa akin mo?
Okay natin yan, guys.
Kung magkano po ba?
So, ay magkano? Ilan po yung Xerox niya, madam?
Yan ang yan. Wait lang. Yan po yan eh.
16 pirata? 30 po. Tsaka 45. Ay, labay ginagawa niya? Resume?
Saka sa resume, Xerox, apat din.
Print lang yun, di ba?
Hindi, Xerox yung mga. Ano, di ba Xerox sa resume?
Print. Print.
Yung isa? Yung isang print lang?
Hindi, isang time.
Ano yung isang print? Print lang.
Wala akong kasalanan. Natago ang pagbentaman. Kasalanan di ko alam. Ano number ka? So, yun nga guys, out na yung 24.
Magkano ba yung picture ko yan?
40 na lang, 40. Nine say lahat. Nine say lahat. Ano ba yun? Ay! Dito na tayo magsimulang mag-xerox ng marami. Magkapatid siguro sila ng dalawa na. Magkamukha sila.
Buburahin na ako.
Tapos again eh. Magkapatid siya. Ayun nga guys. Magkamukha sila. Nakita nyo? Ay. Hindi nakita eh guys. Ito magtinatanggal to. Kasi xerox natin to, ano, masyadong makapal. Oh. Pag ginanon lang natin yan dito, ito. Yan.
Magla-live na naman siya.
Hindi live yan. It's recording video. Ano yan? Apple. Yan. Kapita talampot. Kuya. Number... Ganito, di ba? Oh, tingnan nyo. Oh, di ba? Hindi siya makaano, hindi siya maganon. So, pag sinerox yan, mangingitim yung papel. You know that? Kaya tatanggalin natin tong ito, tatanggalin natin to. Ngayon, discarte dyan. Wait lang. I-open ko muna yung customer, ah. Ay, open niya na. Ay, gato lang. Open muna natin yung 11. Yan, tatanggalin na natin yan. Problema nito paano ibalik. Bahala na. Hindi lang pwede yung zero pag di mo tinatanggal yun. Tama. Idang dami, 690. Aba, kanya-kanya. Huwag paki.
Baka, paano nag-ano?
Hindi ka mag-video sa sarili mo.
No, ito may tinatanong lang.
Ano yan? Ano yan guys?
Magkano sa ganito? Hindi sa ganito. Sa print sa damit.
150 lang.
Pagka nagpagawa ng ganito. Pero,
Damit sa'yo.
hindi kami magdidikit.
Wala mo wala. Ay, magdidikit. May pang ano kayo? May headbrush kayo?
Hindi. Di ba ano to yung ano? Ano plan ko? Yung parang may machine na gano'n.
Oo.
Di ba?
May ganun kayo?
Basta magkano pa gano'n. Pagka papagawa ng gano'n. May
Oh, wala. Kasama sa amin data. Wala kami.
Hindi, sige. Sa inyo na. 150.
Oh.
Salamat.
23 out na po. Okay po. Simula na tayo. Ayun, natanggal ko na. Magsisimula na. Dalawang cup. Sana matapos tayo agad dito. Yan nga. Yan nga. Dalawang copy. Live video. Live video. So, ito lang. Ah. Natin nakabaliktad. Sabi ka na baliktad eh. Ayusin mo. At panahon. Ito yung mga papel sa looban ni boss. Ito, dami oh. Isang buong aklat. Yan. I hate drugs. Ano bang bago sa Facebook? Ano nangyari? What's the news? The latest news kaya let's find out. Hintay-hintay yung balita kung ano yung nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Ano nang nangyayari? Facebook, Amor. Lebron Chokes. Ano? Chokes. Chokes. Ay. Basketball. I don't like basketball. Wala akong talent dyan. Kaya Wala. Ano to? Nag-text si Chris Aquino kay President Digong na
Nakauwi na sa Lisa?
wala pa po, di ba po pumunta rito? Po? Hindi pa po eh.
Hindi naka-check nga yun.
Hintayin niyo, tawagan ko na lang po gusto niyo po.
O sige.
Eh,
Mali o, 9-1 sa 19
hindi, kausapin niya. Hindi ko po alam yun eh. Kausapin niya lang po siya.
Hmm.
Hindi ko alam yun, wala ko alam yun. Ay. Pepa, friend. Yung bata. Yung huli. Kaya may naghahanap pa yun. Po. Andito po yung ano, may naghahanap. Ito po, magkano po.
Sai. Sai 19-1 yung nasa presyo yun na.
Ano yung pa, friend?
Baka na naman open para diretso.
Ah, doon ka na mag-open. Pinot mo na i-scan? Eh, may magsisend tayo ngayon. Ano ba?
Ito ang ID. Ay, yung February 8. Naka-pixels na.
Ah, gwapo ng klase ko. Natapos ko rin naman mamaya. Wala.
Saka yung cover letter. Wala na. Okay na.
Lahat sa'yo. Magkano? 4. Garo ko na mabuti eh. Kaya nagkaka... Dati kating ka lagi.
Ano ba na igating mo?
Ayaw mo na. Malaki. Binata ka na kasi, no? Dati di pumapasok araw-araw. So, buti nga yung batang yung nagbago na eh. Kasi before, he will not going to school every day. She always, what do you call that? He always playing Dota. No. He always playing LOL. So, when she van to school, she will no longer go to school. Yun nga, yung nangyari. Hindi siya pumapasok eh. Pero ngayon, 2017, so nagbago na siya. Lahat ng tao may nagbago na. Magbago din. Bagong buhay na siya. Buti naman. Kaya nagsisit tayo ng emails. Parang nakakaramdam na naman ng antok ka. Bakit yan? Why? Mary. Ano te? Ano to, Mary?
Marvin Dabo, 35.
Sure.
At yahoo.com.ph.
Marvin. Dabo.
35.
Ha?
35. At yahoo.com.ph. Lagyan mo ng PH.
Subject. Passport. Nasend na. Good job. Biglang nagano eh. Buti na lang. Kailan ka na may number, no?
Oo nga. Kasi nung nakaraan, nag-email ako dati, di ba? Pabalik-balik ako.
Hindi pumasok.
Isa ko ng passport.
Ay. Pasayo ka ng passport natin, Bes. Ano?
Thank you very much. Hindi na magdalagdag?
Ha?
Hindi na.
Okay na yan. Di ba bayad lang? Ayun nga, guys. Bumalik siya kasi, yung isang passport, putol. So, hindi natin pwedeng i-send yun kasi ganun nga. Pag sinend natin yun, wala. Hindi lang mapagkikinabangan yun, di ba? Buta na lang, nasa kanya yung number ko, so she called me up and then I said, your passport is broken when the computer is start. Kasi ginawa ko kasi kanina, nag-scan ako ng biglang namatay. Ganun. Kaya ganun na yung nangyayari. Standby channel dito. Oy. Sorry. Hindi nyo na eh. Best.
Nandito yun. Wala naman ako.
Yung dalawa?
Isa lang yung nandito eh. Hindi naman ako.
Baka nandyan sa mga dyan.
Wala naman yun.
Salamin mo nandyan.
Nandito lang yung kahapon eh. Mga dyan.
Ito. Piani. Tutuloy muna tayo. Ha? Breakfast bago matulog. Okay ko. Yan nga. Kailangan malistahin natin para makarinig tayo kung ano yung mga sinasabi ng tao. Ano. Right. Nakakilitig. Yan. Ano kayo trabaho ni Ate eh? Umabot kaya ng ating gabi. Mula ngayon hanggang mamayang gabi. Galing naman ni Ate. Ate. Mahal sarili ko'y binago para sa'yo para lang mapatunayan bagay tayo, pakios at mahal. Huwag muna sanang gawin sa bago mo. dating presidente ng Cambodia, ng mensahe kay presidente. Yan nga rin. Ano mo rin? Wala nangyari. Medyo interrupt. DOA realized assessment of wall plan. Yes, bumalik na rin ang break. Happy Valentine's Day. Lahat na yan. Ang break naman ni sila. Hindi ako. Model.
Penalty, sabi ni Senator Pacquiao. Sabi nila, yung death penalty, because deterrence, parang ma-discourage ang tao mag-commit ng crime because there is the death penalty. Tapos wala man. Hindi man rin natuto ang mga tao. Sige man commit. You know, that is a very fractured statement. And I cannot imagine it would come from mga pare, mga academic, mga... Hindi ko talaga maintindihan. Lahat naman tayo kumuha ng law. No, the death penalty might be a deterrence. It will prevent or matakot siya to commit a crime. But that is one school of thought. The other school of thought is, yung death penalty, hindi yan pantakot. Hindi yan to deter whether you like to commit a crime or not. That's not my business. You are equipped with your mental faculty. Yung death penalty to me is the retribution. Magbayad ka sa ginawa mo sa buhay na to.
Pansamantalang sinuspinde ng Senado ang pagdinig nito sa muling pagbabalik sa parusang bitay. Kasabay nito ay pinagsumiti naman ng Senado ng position paper ang Department of Justice bago magpasya kung itutuloy ang naturang pagdinig. Ang ulat mula kay Ria Fernandez.
Sinuspinde ng mga mambabatas ang pagdinig ukol sa death penalty dahil sa umiiral na kasunduang pumipigil sa pagbabalik nito. Sa pagdinig Martes ng umaga, napag-alaman ng mga mambabatas na kabilang pala ang Pilipinas sa mga pumirma sa International Convention on Civil and Political Rights. Sa ilalim nito, nakasaad na gagawin ng mga bansang kasapi ang lahat upang hindi na maibalik ang parusang kamatayan. Niratipikahan ito ng Kongreso at nilagdahan ni dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Kung babaliwalain ito, ipinunto ni Senator Richard Gordon, chairperson ng Senate Committee on Justice, na nanguna sa pagdinig na magdudulot ito ng mga negatibong epekto sa ating bansa.
Pagka binayolate natin itong law natin, we're already violating our oath and we would be in violation of the Constitution, di ba? Yes, Mr. Chairman. So, merong repercussion sa aming mga senador. Yes, Mr. Chairman. May repercussion sa Presidente dahil binaviolate natin ang Tratado ni ratify na alisulit sa Constitution, batas natin yan. Tama po ba yan? Tama po yan. Pangalawa, sinanong ka kanina, ano ba ang repercussion ito sa international community? Mukhang wala tayong isang salita. Hindi na tayo gagalangin.
Maliban dito, sinabi ni Senate Pro Tempore Franklin Drilon na may repercussion din ito sa ating trade benefits.
Halimbawa sa European Union, mayroon tayong tinatawag na General System of Preference kung saan walang tariff ang ating mga produkto. Now, if we violate our international treaty, then that will be reviewed by the EU, and that can be the basis for withdrawing the benefits.
Pinagsusumite ng Senado ang Department of Justice ng position paper bago magpasya kung itutuloy pa ang pagdinig ukol sa death penalty. Una rito, inilatag ng iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan at organisasyon ang kanilang posisyon sa pagbabalik ng parusang kamatayan. Pabor dito ang DILG, DOJ, PNP, PIDEA at BJMP. Subalit tutol ang DSWD, Philippine Commission on Women, Commission on Human Rights dahil anila hindi ito epektibong paraan upang sugpuin ang krimen. Halos nasa kalahati naman ang mga senador na pabor sa death penalty. Kabilang na ang mga naghain ng panukala para sa reimposition nito na sina Senador Vicente Soto III, Panfilo Lacson at Manny Pacquiao. Siyam naman ang tutol kabilang na si Gordon, mga miyembro ng Liberal Party at minorya. 13 boto ang kinakailangan bago tuluyang maipasa ang isinusulong na pagbabalik ng death penalty sa mataas na kapulungan ng Kongreso. Matatandaan na kamakailan ay lumusot na sa ikalawang pagbasa sa Kamara ang kahalintulad na panukala.
Hati naman daw mga senador na tutol at pabor sa death penalty. Pero Senator Manny Pacquiao may apila na agad sa mga kapwa-senador na kukontra sa panukala. Maaksyon si Mayan Los Baños.
Asahan na raw na dadaan sa butas ng karayom ang panukalang ibalik ang parusang kamatayan sa pagsalang nito sa Senado. Sabi ni Senate Majority Leader Tito Soto na isa sa may akda ng death penalty bill sa Senado, hati ang mga senador sa issue, kaya tiyak daw ang mahabang debate rito.
As far as the Senate is concerned, we had a very lengthy debate on the subject of death penalty already in the 9th Congress. Ang haba na nun, ang tawag na nga namin nung araw dun was the walang kamatayang death penalty bill.
Kahit si Soto nag-aalangan daw na isulong ang parusang ito sa mga convicted sa heinous crimes. Paniwala niya maaari pang ma-rehabilitate ang mga ito, pero dapat daw itong ipataw sa mga sangkot sa operasyon ng droga.
Yung high-level drug trafficking, nakakulong na, nag-ooperate pa eh. Kaya hindi pwede eh. We have to inhibit them from committing the same crime again. And the only way to inhibit them from doing the same crime again is the death penalty.
Kabilang naman sa mga kontra sa death penalty sina Senador Franklin Drilon at Laila De Lima na miyembro ng Liberal Party. Lahat daw ng LP senators tutol dito.
Naniniwala po talaga ako na hindi death penalty ang solusyon. Wala pa ho, I've been trying to really look for any credible study which shows the correlation between death penalty and deterrence to any type of crime, including heinous crimes.
May alinlangan naman Senador Panfilo Lacson sa magiging pagtalakay ng Senado sa panukala. Mismong chairman kasi ng Senate Justice Committee na Senador Richard Gordon kontra rito.
I had a previous suggestion, prior suggestion noon, na kung pwedeng i-assign na lang sa isang mag-create ng subcommittee, say, to be chaired by Senator Pacquiao because after all, he's an author. At pwedeng magdinig sa death penalty para mapadali at ang mag-defend yung talagang in favor. Kasi I cannot imagine somebody who's against a bill that he is defending. Eh di lahat ng amendments na pabor sa kanya, i-accept niya.
Senador Manny Pacquiao na mainit na nagsusulong sa death penalty, handa raw na pamunuan kung magkaroon man ng subcommittee.
The Bible says, do not kill. Ang ibig sabihin kasi noon, pag nagkasala ka sa akin, hindi kita pwedeng patayin. Let the authority handle that. We are not talking about individually, but we are talking about the law of the land, which is approved by God and instituted by God.
May mensahe rin siya sa mga kasamahan na tutol sa death penalty.
You are not a good leader if you're making decision with your own consent. Ako ang ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwede kasi hindi ito sa pakiramdam mo na alam mo na bawal, kundi ito ay sa batas ng Panginoon, sa batas ng tao. Ang kapakanan, ang lagi mong tinitingnan, hindi yung pagsarili mo nararamdaman, kundi yung para sa sambayan ng Pilipino.
Nakapasa na sa House Committee level ang substitute bill para sa muling pagpapatupad ng parusang kamatayan sa bansa.
Yung death penalty to me is the retribution. Magbayad ka.
Death penalty. Para sa akin, sa Bible lahat ng bansa should have death penalty.
Today, there are over 50 countries around the world which continue to use the death penalty.
I will have to maybe convince Congress to create something like 30 criminal circuit courts to try drug cases only para mabilisan. And I will recommend to Congress the restoration of death penalty by hanging in public. What I would do is to urge Congress to restore the death penalty by hanging, especially if you use drugs. Ang utos ko sa kanila, patayin mo. Ito hindi ka na kailangan matakot. Talagang mamamatay ka, matakot ka o hindi. Because this part of the law says, it is retribution. Magbayad ka sa ginawa mo to the community. That is why I am asking for the reimposition of the death penalty so that I can hang them.
Inaasahang matatalakay na ito sa plenaryo bago mag-break ang sesyon sa susunod na linggo. Ito ang balita ni Nel Mariboho.
Sa botong 12-6 at isang nag-abstain, inaprubahan na ngayong araw ng House Committee on Justice ang Consolidated Bill upang maibalik ang parusang kamatayan sa bansa. Ngunit bago nakapasa, dumaan muna ito sa mainitang debate ng mga mambabatas na tutol sa naturang panukala.
So para may pagkilala na yung konstitusyon natin na ang death penalty ay hindi katanggap-tanggap.
The bill reimposes the death penalty on 21 crimes considered as heinous. This is a very substantial revision of the state of the law.
Sa deliberasyon ngayong araw, ipiniresinta ni House Committee Vice Chairman Vicente Veloso ang pangangailangan na maibalik ang death penalty.
Repeatedly,
committing the same mistakes, the same offenses, no longer as a recidivist but already as a habitual delinquent. If in front of you is Satan, what can courts do? None. Because the maximum penalty provided for in our penal system is that life imprisonment lang po yan.
Batay sa subcommittee report, ipapataw ang death penalty sa heinous crimes na nakasaad sa revised penal code. Kabilang dito ang treason, qualified piracy, qualified bribery, parricide, murder, infanticide, rape, kidnapping, and serious detention, robbery, arson, plunder, kasama rin ang drug-related offenses, pagtatanim ng ebidensya na illegal na droga at carnapping. Inaasahang isasalang sa plenaryo ang panukala bago ang session break sa susunod na linggo.
Lusot na sa House Committee on Justice ang panukalang nagbabalik sa death penalty. Pero ayon sa NGO o non-government organization na International Commission of Jurists, sakaling maaprubahan ng Kongreso, lalabag ang Pilipinas sa isang kasunduang pinirmahan nito na nag-a-abolish sa parusang kamatayan. May report si Tina Panganiban Perez.
Mula sa rules ng Kamara, sa laman ng committee report hanggang sa basehan ng mga pabor sa death penalty, pilit na hinanapan ng butas ng mga kontra sa pagbabalik ng death penalty ang report ng Subcommittee on Judicial Reforms.
If these notices were sent and received last Tuesday, then I should have been informed. Those who received were not properly identified.
Is this really how a subcommittee report should look like? It simply has a recommendation for approval, a mention of the authors of the different House bills.
Pati nga si Satanas, nadamay sa debate.
Kung ang sa harapan mo ay si Satanas na mismo, oh my God, bigyan mo naman ang gobyerno ng option para patayin na yan. Halimbawa, huwag naman sana mangyari, kamag-anak nyo, ginahasa na, pinatay pa. God made man in His image, in His likeness. Pumapatay po ang Diyos.
Sa panukala, kasama sa mga krimeng mapapatawan ng parusang kamatayan, ang mga konektado sa droga, pag-angkat ng mga kemikal sa paggawa ng droga, pagbebenta ng mga droga at sangkap nito, pati maling pagreseta, pagtanim ng droga bilang ebidensya at possession. 10 gramo lang ng shabu, opium, morphine, heroin, cocaine o cocaine hydrochloride, marijuana resin o marijuana resin oil, ecstasy at LSD, pati na 500 grams ng marijuana, pwede nang patawan ng death penalty. Gagawin yan sa pamamagitan ng bitay, firing squad o lethal injection. Exempted naman sa panukalang death penalty ang mga mas bata sa 18 at mas matanda sa 70 anyos. Ang pinakamabigat na parusang pwede nilang harapin ay reklusyon perpetua o habang buhay na pagkakakulong. Paliwanag ng mga pabor, 2 lang daw ang pwedeng mangyari. Hayaan na lang na mamayagpag ang mga extrajudicial killing o ibalik ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa hustisya sa pagbabalik ng death penalty.
Hindi ko natin pwedeng sabihin na yung death penalty, masama yan, against God yan. Eh bakit nasa Constitution? Ang choice lang ako dito, EJK or JK? Extrajudicial killing or judicial killing? Eh yung judicial killing po, at least, nandiyan po yung due process.
Pero matapos ang ilang oras ng debate, lumusot na sa House Committee on Justice ang panukalang nagbabalik sa death penalty.
With 12 votes in favor, 6 against, and 1 abstention, committee report on substitute bill on the bills restoring death penalty is hereby approved.
Sa Martes na posibleng dalhin sa plenaryo ang panukalang batas, pero Miyerkules na ang huling araw ng sesyon.
That's the call of the President, but I cannot speak for the President, but I don't see any reason why we will have a special session.
Nagsimulang ipatupad ang parusang kamatayan sa panunungkulan noon ni dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos. Iba't iba pa ang paraan ng pagbitay, kabilang na ang firing squad at silya elektrika. Pero ibinasura ito sa panahon ni dating Pangulong Cory Aquino nang mabago ang konstitusyon noong 1987. Ang Pilipinas ang kauna-unahang bansa sa Asya na gumawa nito. Pero nang umupo sa pwesto si dating Pangulong Fidel Ramos, Muli itong ipanatupad sa bisa ng Republic Act 7659. Nagpatuloy ito hanggang sa panahon ni dating Pangulong Erap Estrada. 2001, sa panahon ni dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, tuluyang ibinasura ang death penalty. At sa mga unang buwan pa lang ni Pangulong Duterte, inihayag niya na ang kagustuhang maibalik ang parusang kamatayan. Punto naman ng non-government organization na International Commission of Jurists, isa ang Pilipinas sa mahigit 80 state parties o mga bansang signatory sa Second Optional Protocol to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights na layong i-abolish ang death penalty.
The Philippines is a party to this treaty. We became a party to this treaty in 2007. And under this treaty, the Philippines basically promised that we will not execute anyone within our jurisdiction. If the Philippines brings back the death penalty and starts executing people, we will be the very first country to have violated our obligations under this treaty.
Giit nila, hindi naging epektibo sa pagpapababa ng krimen ang pagpapatupad ng death penalty.
The Philippines also had death penalty before, but you will see there are statistics available saying that the crime rate never decreased during that time. What is surely something, a mechanism that will deter crime would be a more efficient and effective police force and a justice system that people can trust.
Samantala, napipintong all-out war laban sa grupong New People's Army. Masusing pinagpaplanuhan ng pamalaan. Ito upang maiwasan na may madamay sa isasagawang opensiba ng puwersa ng gobyerno laban sa rebeldeng grupo. Si Lala Babilonia sa detalye.
Masusing pinagpaplanuhan ng Armed Forces of the Philippines ang magiging all-out war laban sa New People's Army. Ayon kay AFP Public Affairs Office Head Colonel Edgar Arevalo, kailangang maging planado ang kanilang galaw para maiwasan ang collateral damage o civilian casualties.
We will be targeting only those camps or areas or people in specific localities. We are not going to use artillery pieces when not necessary.
Mula nang magdeklara si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na bawiin ang unilateral ceasefire ng gobyerno, nagkaroon na ng 6 na engkwentro sa pagitan ng AFP at ng NPA. 9 na miyembro na ng AFP ang nasa militar ngayon. 2 sa mga ito ang nahuli at 7 ang kusang sumuko. Samantala, pinabulaanan naman ni Arevalo ang akusasyon ni Luis Halandoni ng NDF na umano'y rob out ang nangyaring pagpatay sa 3 sundalo sa Bukidnon. Ani Arevalo, investigasyon ng PNP SOCO ang magpapatunay na hindi militar ang pumaslang sa kapwa nito. Base kasi sa resulta ng SOCO, una munang binaril sa isang mataas na lugar ang mga sundalo at saka pinaputukan ng mga ito ng mahigit 20 beses. Bukod dyan, isang araw matapos ang insidente, inako umano ng tagapagsalita ng NPA North Central Mindanao na si Alan Juanito ang pagpatay sa mga sundalo.
Mismong spokesperson nila ang umamin. Hindi natin alam kung ito ay lingid sa karaman ni Ginoong Halandoni, subalit ito ay pagpapakita na ito ay isang malaking kasinungalingan laban sa ating armed forces.
Hindi lang tinuldukan ang peace talks, nagdeklara na rin ng all-out war ang gobyerno laban sa rebelding NPA o New People's Army. Kasabay nito, kinansela na rin ng gobyerno ang kasunduang nagbibigay proteksyon sa ilang kinatawan ng mga rebeldeng grupo para hindi maaresto. Matatanda ang pansamantalang pinalaya ang ilang consultants ng NDF o ng National Democratic Front para makalahok sila sa peace talks. Live mula sa Quezon City, may report si Rafi Tima. Rafi?
Jessica, tila pininindigan na nga ng pamahalaan yung termination ng talks at nagdeklara pa nga kanina ng all-out war laban sa New People's Army. Yung termination of talks notice ay naipadala na raw sa NDFP at bukod pa rito ay sa Royal Norwegian Government, yung third-party facilitator para dito sa usapang pangkapayapaan. Yung notice ay natanggap na rin daw ng NDFP at sila daw ay tutugon ngayong araw para masimulan na yung 30-day grace period. Nagposisyon ng mga tangkang militar sa Barangay 13 Martires sa Kasiguran, Sorsogon para tugisin ang mga rebelding New People's Army na nasa likod umano ng pananambag sa mga nagpapatrolyang tropa. 2 sundalo ang nasugatan ng umunoy pasabugan ng improvised explosive device at pagbabarili ng mga rebelde kahapon.
May mga armadong grupo dun sa nasabing barangay na nananakot at nangungutong. Dahil sa ating mandato na protektahan yung sibilyan, ay naglunsad tayo ng isang operasyon.
Dahil sa bakbakan, napilitang lumikas ang 4 na pamilya. Patuloy na tinutugis ng mga sundalo ang nasa 15 hanggang 30 rebelde. Sa Tapas Capiz naman, 1 sundalo ang namatay matapos makatapak ng landmine na itinanim umano ng NPA. Mismo ang Department of National Defense na ang nagsabi.
Yes, it is an all-out war kasi they are considered by the President already as terrorists. We also consider them as terrorists. Ano bang pagkakaiba nila sa Abu Sayyaf? Abu Sayyaf kidnap people and they get money.
Ayon pa kay Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, ginamit ng NPA ang unilateral ceasefire na idineklara noon ni Pangulong Duterte para makapag-recruit ng mga bagong miyembro. Una nang iginiit ng CPP-NPA-NDF na dumipensa lang sila laban sa mga opensiba ng militar noong may unilateral ceasefire. Sa bilang ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, nasa 3,700 katao ang puwersa ng NPA ngayon, karamihan nasa northeastern Mindanao. Ayon sa militar, si sentro ang operasyon sa Davao Region kung saan may pinakamaraming NPA guerrilla fronts. Duda naman ang ilang kongresista sa intensyon ng administrasyon sa pagdedeklara ng all-out war.
It will not only abrogate the peace process, but it could also intensify a determination to declare martial law based on the all-out war against supposed rebels.
Dahil nga may failure na dito sa war on drugs, then you have to shift attention, no?
Hindi pa man formal na winawakasan ng peace talks, sinulatan na ni Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process Secretary Jesus Dureza ang NDFP para formal na ipaalam ang pagkansela sa Joint Agreement on Safety and Immunity Guarantees o JASIG. Ang JASIG ay kasunduang nilagdaan ng gobyerno at ng NDFP noong February 1995. Sa ilalim nito, binibigyang proteksyon at immunity ang mga negosyador at consultant ng komunistang grupo laban sa aresto. Tingin ng NDFP, may mga nagbibigay umano ng maling impormasyon kay Pangulong Duterte sa loob ng gabinete.
Sinabi niya, itong mga NDF consultants, pag bumalik, hulihin, matagal nang nandiyan dyan eh. So sino yung nag-inform sa kanya nun?
Pero kahit tinawag ni Pangulong Duterte na terorista at spoiled brat ang mga komunista, tila maingat pa rin sila sa pagsasalita laban sa Pangulo.
Of course, we take seriously yung kanyang mga sinasabi. Pero merong mga sinasabi siya na after a few days, binabago rin, di ba? Kaya mabuting tingnan yung sinasabi at ginagawa.
Samantala, naglabas ng joint statement ng mga miyembro ng gabinete mula sa mga progresibong grupo. Panawagan nila ituloy ang usapang pangkapayapaan. Kabilang daw kasi sa agenda ng peace talks ang social at economic reforms na malaki ang may tutulong para maibsan ang kahirapan at makamit ang pangmatagalang kapayapaan. Ngayon, Jessica, at gugulo na ngayong 30-day grace period matapos i-terminate, lalo na yung JASIG o yung Joint Agreement on Safety and Immunity Guarantees, ay maging yung NDFP hindi pa nakakatiyak kung voluntaryo na bang susuko yung mga NDFP consultants na pinalaya pansamantala para lumahok nga dito sa usapang pangkapayapaan o sila'y magtatago na sa batas. Jessica?
Rafi, ang timeline ng mga ginawa ng Pangulo, no? Kinall off niya yung ceasefire, tinawag niyang teroristang grupo itong mga komunista, tapos sinuspend niya yung peace talks, and then today, all-out war na. Although ito ay interpretation ba ito ni Secretary Lorenzana. So, ano ba, masasabi ba natin na tila lumalabo yung tsansa na mag-resume yung peace talks sa takbo ng mga at sa takbo, no? Mabilis yung mga pangyayari at sa anghang ng mga salita na namamagitan ngayon sa magkabilang panig?
Sa ngayon, Jessica, maging itong ilang NDFP panel members na ating nakausap ay talagang nagulat at sobrang bilis daw talaga nitong mga pangyayari mula doon sa matagumpay na third round of talks. Ilang linggo lamang ay collapse na ng talks yung pinag-uusapan dito at cancellation pa ng JASIG. Ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng agreement na napagkasundo at in-affirm doon sa first round of talks doon sa Oslo. So talaga napakabilis, Jessica, ng mga pangyayari. Pero hindi pa rin naman daw sila nawawalan ng pag-asa dahil nangyari na itong mga bagay na ito noong panahon panahon ni dating Pangulong Aquino at dating Pangulong Erap Estrada, kung saan meron ding mga deklarasyon ng all-out war laban sa New People's Army. Pero nabuhay pa rin yung usapang pangkapayapaan at yung mga napagkasunduan noon ay in-affirm din naman at in-honor nitong Duterte administration at ngayon nga ay nauulit ika nga yung kasaysayan. So hindi pa rin sila nawawalan ng pag-asa, Jessica, na may pagpapatuloy pa rin yung usapang pangkapayapaan kapag ika nga ay medyo lumamig na yung sitwasyon. At I wouldn't be surprised, Jessica, kung ngayon ay may mga usapan na ng back-channel talks sa pagitan ng NDFP panel at ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas, Jessica.
Pero in the meantime, itong JASIG ngayon lang kinancel. No? Ito yung nagko-cover dun, parang seguridad nung agreement ito sa pagitan ng magkabilang panig para magkaroon po ng seguridad yung mga komunistang nakikipagnegosasyon para hindi sila hulihin, di ba? Kaso Rafi, nauna na ang Pangulo kahapon eh. Sabi niya, pagdating nila sa airport, paghuhulihin yung mga tiga-NDFP na yan.
Yun na nga, Jessica, at dito nga nalilito yung NDFP at maging ibang nakausap nating membro ng GRP dahil dapat daw alam ng Pangulo na nakarating na o nakabalik na sa Pilipinas lahat ng mga NDFP panel o NDFP consultants na nagpunta sa Roma para sa third round of talks. So hindi rin nila alam kung saan nanggaling yung impormasyon na meron pang naiwan sa Europa. Nandito na raw lahat ng mga NDFP consultants at yun naman daw ang ginagawa ng mga NDFP consultants pagkatapos ng mga usapang pangkapayapaan sa Europa. Yung first at second round of talks doon sa Oslo, umuwi din agad yung mga NDFP consultants base na rin sa agreement apparently doon sa kanilang bail petition na pinagbigyan ng mga korte. Kasama yan na dapat bumalik sila dito sa Pilipinas kapag natapos na yung mga round of talks. So isa raw yan, Jessica, sa mga ikinililito ng NDFP. Pero ganun pa man, ngayon at nagdeklara na nga ng all-out war ang pamahalaan, handa naman daw itong NDFP. Pero gayon pa man, sabi nila, handa silang lumaban, pero bukas pa rin daw sila sa usapang pangkapayapaan, Jessica.
On the other hand, Rafi, ano naman ang indications na itong NDFP ay i-relax naman nila yung kanilang hardball stance tungkol dun sa pag-release ng mga political detainee? Kasi nagalit na ang Pangulo dahil dun sa isyong yon, no? Pinipilit nila na i-release 400 na political detainee. Ayaw ng Pangulo i-honor kahit pinangako niya yun nung kampanya. In the meantime, any indications ba meron on the part naman of NDFP kung bibigay naman sila ng konti dun sa kanilang demand na yon?
Sa ngayon, Jessica, wala tayong nakikitang indication na i-relax nila yung kanilang kahilingan na mapalaya lahat ng mga almost 400 na mga political prisoners dahil kumbaga ay nag-backfire yung unang nilang kahilingan dahil ngayon ay pinapahuli na yung mga napalaya na pansamantala ng mga NDF consultants. So medyo mahirap na yung kanilang sitwasyon sa ngayon. Talagang kahit sila, Jessica, ay binabasa pa kung ano talaga yung gustong mangyari ng pamahalaan dahil medyo malayo na nga yung narating nung kanilang usapan, nakalaya na yung ilan sa mga matataas na miyembro ng NDFP at sa mga consultants na mga ito. So ngayon, balik sila sa square one. Ika nga, ngayon ay hinahanap ulit ang mga ito at ipinakukulong ng Pangulo. So sa mga susunod na araw, lalo na itong 30-day grace period, Jessica, makikita natin kung ano yung magiging aksyon naman ng NDFP para tugunan itong yung all-out war stance ng Defense Department. At pangalawa naman ay itong JASIG list cancellation. At dapat, Jessica, itong Pebrero ay i-deposit na yung JASIG list sa isang bangko doon naman sa Oslo para mapangalagaan itong mga nasa listahan na nasa loob ng JASIG. Pero ngayon, kinakansela na ito ng pamahalaan. So talagang hahanapin na sila ng lahat ng branches of government para maipakulong ulit. Ang fear lamang, Jessica, ng NDFP maging yung ibang mga hindi nasa JASIG list, posible na rin daw hanapin at ipakulong ng pamahalaan at ang kanilang aligasyon ay baka gawan ng mga kaso ang mga ito para lang mapahuli at mawalan kika nga ng strength itong NDFP at NPA, Jessica.
Ang death penalty, sabi.
All right, so check it out. It's Trevor James. I have had the most insane year eating Chinese street food all across China, and today I've narrowed down 15 of the most insane street foods that I've had. Let's check it out.
China is a street food heaven. You can find thousands of different street foods ranging across all of China's 23
pass. Pass running. Hindi. Pass. Pass. Ano hindi? Pass running. Motivation. Hindi. Mahaba yun. Isang oras kanta yun eh. Music yun. 1 hour non-stop music lagi. Stop. That's it.
Heart breaks, promises.
You know what you have to do? You have to create the perfect time and the perfect opportunity.
You know, to. Kunin ko yung iPad. Pukul ka pwede. Ano sa bilis?
different provinces. Hi, I'm Trevor James, and I travel to eat. I've been living in China for 3 years now, eating and filming non-stop for you. In this past year, I ate hundreds of different...
So check this out, it's Trevor James, I'm in Xi'an, China. I came here to eat. We're going for a full-on street food exploration of this city. I'm so pumped. Let's go check it out.
Xi'an is packed with cuisine that you'll fall in love with on your first try. You'll never run out of new things to try as you explore the city. I came here solely to eat, and I found a ton of awesome snacks and meals that blew me away. Travelers always say that Xi'an is packed with food and intriguing flavors, and I have to agree. You'll fall in love with the food here for sure. Make sure to watch to the end, because this video is filled with food.
你好，这个是酸汤饺子吗？你们很有名对吗？这个有很多年的历史，30年了。哦，我专门来这里吃你的，可以做吗？啊。Ente.
One of the reasons I chose to live in this part of China
Asante. Kanina po ba? Ha? Kanino? Kayo ba? Sa'yo? Oo. Sabihin mo na lang. Ha? Sabihin mo na lang. Sabihin mo na lang. Ha? Sabihin mo na lang yung pangalan mo. Tatanungin na lang kita.
Ay, gano'n?
Matagal yan eh. Muna. Babalikan mo ba?
Hindi, kaya kintayin ko na.
Sabihin mo na lang.
Sige.
Kung babalikan mo, pwede mong ano mo. Asan? FR. Nandalain ka lang. Ganito ito na. Tapos, internet ko. Pass running. Basta ni music remix pala. Ah, okay. Hindi ka na, music remix 5, pang 5. Yung 5. Saan lalakay? Dito sa sabay. Diyan yung muna. Ito. Bilis na. Bilis na. Sa amin ayaw. So, IDM kasi. IDM. Hindi siya IDM. Pag saan ginunod mo sa amin, ayaw. Tagal. Leo. Ano yan?
Magkano to?
Yan nga po.
He had the power and wealth of a king. He was a billionaire times over. He killed anyone who stood in his way of becoming the world's most powerful drug lord. Pablo was untouchable. He terrorized the nation of Colombia and made an enemy of the most powerful nation on earth.
Drug money. He was the crown jewel. He is what we want.
Pablo Escobar and his cocaine cartel became bigger than his own government.
He was the Da Vinci of crime, the bandit of bandits.
His empire was vast. He was invincible. He had it all. He had the wealth, the fame.
Pablo Escobar became so big that Pablo needed to die. December 2nd, 1993. A team of heavily armed police officers converge on a two-story row house in the Los Olivos neighborhood of Medellin, Colombia.
This moment is the culmination of the largest manhunt in history. The United States has devoted all of its intelligence and military assets to finding Pablo Escobar. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Its most elite troops and some of its most secret units. After all this time, all this money and effort and bloodshed, they finally found him. I never really knew that much about Pablo Escobar until I was working on my book, Black Hawk Down. And one day I was interviewing a fellow who was connected with Special Forces, and he had a picture on the wall of his office of a bloody, dead fat man on a rooftop surrounded by all these grinning men with rifles. And I interrupted him and said, "Excuse me, you have to tell me what that is." And he said, "That, my friend, is Pablo Escobar. I keep that picture on my wall to remind me that no matter how rich you get in this life, you can still be too big for your britches." And what that suggested to me was that the United States military had been much more involved in hunting down Pablo Escobar and killing him than I had previously thought.
Mark Bowden's bestseller, Killing Pablo, uncovered a vicious covert war underwritten by the U.S. government in one of the most violent countries on earth. Incinerated by nearly 40 years of bloody civil war, Colombians have long been brutalized by both Marxist guerrillas and the right-wing paramilitary death squads who oppose them. A subhuman conflict fueled by a multi-billion-dollar trade in cocaine. Colombia's ascension to its place as the kidnapping and terror capital of the world began in the 1950s era of political turmoil.
Colombians refer to that period simply as La Violencia, which means just the violence. There were hundreds of thousands of people killed, and for no real reason. There was no coherent structure to the conflict. It was just Colombia.
Sparked by the revolutionary rhetoric of Che Guevara and Fidel Castro, bandits roamed the jungles and perfected the Colombian art of terror.
The Colombians themselves have a joke that they tell about how God made their country.
Killings is Escobar's former ally, Carlos Castaño.
Los Pepes is una organización.
Los Pepes is an organization that arose supported by the autodefenses. Yes, particularly by my brother Fidel Castaño, but it was bigger.
Carlos Castaño and his brother Fidel were some of the original paramilitary units created to fight against the guerrillas.
When Escobar began executing members of his own organization inside his private prison, La Catedral, the survivors began to secretly ally themselves with Pablo's paramilitaries against the drug lord.
Pablo Escobar killed most of his friends and allies and his pals. But there were relatives that survived that lunatic and they joined us.
The drug traffickers said, "We're sick and tired of this guy, we're going after him." And they created the Pepes, and they attacked him exactly the way he used to work against society and against them.
Descubrimos que era un monstruo.
We realized that he was a monster that we had to fight against no matter what.
So when they turned against him, they knew the inner workings of his organization. They knew who the people were, where the money was.
Los Pepes reportedly received support from Pablo's chief business rival, the Cali cartel.
The Cali cartel was more than happy to help Los Pepes or the Search Bloc or the Colombian government go after Escobar because he was their primary rival. And by eliminating the Medellin cartel, it just made for a more lucrative business for them.
Colonel Martinez and the U.S.-backed Search Bloc are rumored to be cooperating with Los Pepes.
Colonel Martinez was at this point, even though he denies it, I think, was willing to work with these elements from the underworld because for him, the battle with Escobar had become very personal.
You could say that Escobar affected all of us who were Los Pepes members.
When things started to get really ugly, when Los Pepes began killing people wholesale, it was clear to the Americans working in Bogota that this was out of bounds. And if word got back to Washington that the United States effort was connected in any way to these death squads, then Washington would basically pull the plug on American involvement.
This threw something into the game which really could have brought everything to a grinding halt. Mark Bowden's Killing Pablo cites classified cables outlining the American concerns about Los Pepes.
While the United States Embassy in Bogota maintained the pretense that there was no connection whatsoever between Colonel Martinez's Search Bloc and Los Pepes, I came across the DEA's cable traffic back and forth from Bogota to Washington, which documents the knowledge of DEA agents that Los Pepes were intimately involved with the Search Bloc. Ambassador Busby himself wrote a rather lengthy cable to Washington where he details the fact that their own intelligence showed that there was a connection between Los Pepes and the Search Bloc. In fact, Ambassador Busby had gone to President Gaviria to complain about this and to demand that this connection cease and desist.
I had several meetings, and one of them, I want you to say, every member of the police, that this is not an instruction, that this is not the policy, that we shouldn't be involved in that.
Days after Gaviria's orders to the police, Los Pepes issue a press communique announcing they are officially disbanding.
And in effect, for a period of time, Los Pepes did cease and desist. So it was obvious that they understood that there was a connection between the police and Los Pepes.
Though officials moved to distance themselves from the vigilante group, Los Pepes continued their bloody campaign.
Los Pepes were the first tactic employed against Escobar that was immediately effective. In short order, everybody associated with Escobar, his family members, his lawyers, his bankers, his accountants, were either running for their lives or dead or under arrest. And very quickly, Pablo began to find that his protective shell was disintegrating.
We confronted Escobar's terrorists. There were a lot of killings during this confrontation.
We could see that the impact that they were having was incredible because they were playing without any rules.
Officially, the United States was not involved in the efforts of Los Pepes at all. But if you look at what they were doing in Colombia at the time, it's clear that they were working hand in hand with Los Pepes, whether they intended to or not.
It was very evident that they were having tremendous success in dismantling the Medellin organization. And obviously, we were trying to do the same thing.
There was a strategy, wide, perfect, outlined by the United States, by these agencies, in which tacitly each one did what each one had to do.
By February of '93, Los Pepes have killed dozens of Escobar's associates and members of his extended family.
So Pablo is now terrified that Los Pepes are going to kill his wife and children.
I got a phone call, almost a frantic phone call from the Minister of Defense, who said Escobar's wife and children and an entourage of 12 or 14 people are at the Rio Negro airport, and they have visas to go to the United States, and they're going to leave the country. If he succeeded in getting his family out of the country, there would be no inhibitions on him, and there was no telling what he might do.
The Escobar family and their bodyguards are met at Rio Negro Airport by U.S. DEA agents.
They were stopped at the airport in Bogota and stripped of their visas.
Who's going to tell me to give Escobar's family's visas back? Nobody.
So they're effectively keeping the bait being the family, in position in the country, while Los Pepes apply the pressure against Escobar.
Pablo's response to the Americans' block would be swift and deadly. April 1993. With his family prevented from fleeing Colombia and forced back into the hands of the death squad Los Pepes, cocaine king Pablo Escobar exacts his revenge.
Pablo's response was to set off a 300-pound bomb in Bogota that leveled a city block.
One of the predictions that we had made was that as we began to tighten the noose on Escobar, things would get more violent, that he would react, and he certainly did. I think we had 9 bombs in Bogota in the space of about 2 months. Hundreds of people killed.
Los Pepes responded by kidnapping and murdering Pablo's chief lawyer, Guido Parra. And when they killed Parra, they also took his teenage son and murdered him too. They hung signs around their neck that said, "What do you think of the exchange for the bombs, Pablo?" and signed them Los Pepes.
Despite allegations that Colonel Martinez is cooperating with Los Pepes, he is kept on as commander of the search block.
Colonel Martinez stood up and did the job that had to be done. Nobody else wanted to do it. A lot of people were afraid to do it.
Colonel Martinez realized that the fight between him and Pablo Escobar was a fight to the death. And at the end, either he or Pablo Escobar was going to be dead.
With Centra Spike finding no sign of Pablo's voice on the airways for months, Colonel Martinez requests the support of a Colombian ground surveillance unit.
The Colombian National Police were having a lot of success with a small unit that operated portable direction finders in collaboration with Centra Spike. And Colonel Martinez requested that this unit come to Medellin.
Martinez receives the unit, but he insists on sending one of its members back home to Bogota.
His superiors sent him to me on 2 occasions, and on both occasions I sent him back because he bears my name.
The problem was that his own son was one of the men working in this unit.
I knew that my equipment would work and we could get good results in Medellin. But he was always resistant to my working in Medellin for my safety.
He insisted that he wanted to be involved in the search for Pablo Escobar. It had become a personal as well as familial problem that was affecting us all.
Hugo Jr. was determined to be with the unit and get Pablo Escobar before he could get him, or his sisters or brothers or his mother.
After a lot of talking, we came to the conclusion that I could stay in Medellin. We could get no more rest until we captured him.
With Escobar's family under police watch in Medellin, Pablo's own son becomes his father's front man.
He talked to Juan Pablo just about every day by radio phone, and Juan Pablo became the one person who he trusted, who he could communicate with to do his bidding with the government.
While Pablo strategizes with his son, Colonel Martinez's son tries to pinpoint the transmission.
I was very sure that I would find Pablo Escobar with this equipment.
As the hunt for Escobar gets new life, rumors continue to cloud the search block. Known members of the Medellin cartel are seen meeting with search block officers outside the search block base, including a notorious assassin.
An individual that we knew only as Don Bernardo at that time. And I'll admit, we did interview him. The Colombian National Police brought him in as an informant, and he provided information about Escobar and his associates.
It was one of those things that happened in a dirty war. There was lots of informants. I can't say, if they were part of those papers or not, but there were informants.
Among those working as a secret informant for the Colombian police is Carlos Castaño.
I provided information to the police under the code name